Hey, Heather from Hooked on Pickin here. Oh, man, just unboxed a pallet, overwhelmed. What do I do next? I'm going to show you how to process a pallet. All right, so I just unboxed this massively huge pallet. I have my stack of shoes here, and if you scan over there, there's my pile of clothing. I keep them separate just so that my brain can only focus on one thing at a time. All right, so what do I do with all of this stuff? I need to figure out what I'm gonna put on Amazon. That's my #1 moneymaker. That's the quickest way I can sell all of my products. And so a lot of this stuff will not be scannable, but some of it is. So I'm gonna kind of show you, and we'll zoom in and we'll kind of go through exactly what I do as far as scanning. So the first thing that I'm gonna do is, if you come close to this, this is my phone. I'm gonna click the Amazon seller app. It pops up exactly what we've done for today. So this kind of shows me a few things. I've sold 2 items for $18, and then a few other things on how our selling goes. So there's, I'm gonna click this camera and I'm just gonna start scanning away. So let's pick this guy here and we're gonna scan the barcode. It pops up. This is a Franco Vannucci. Okay, first thing I notice right away is it's selling for crazy amounts of money. But usually down here in this space, there's a sales rank, okay? There is no number there, which means one of 2 things has happened. The one that is there has never sold ever. So I'm gonna click here and kind of find out. So there's no sales rank. Usually next to the word shoes is where there will be a number. There is no number. Now, it could be that this is a new product, and so that's why it's not sold yet. But this is what it's currently going for, $97.99. Remember, I paid about $5 a piece for each item in this pallet. If I click this button here, it'll show me this is seller fulfilled. So if I left it on my shelf, this is what it'll sell for there, the shipping, what I'll go for, and then I will make $80.35 after all the fees. If I go to Amazon Fulfill, because I'm going to send it in, obviously I'm making less money, but the profit is I'm going to sell it super fast if it's at the warehouse. So that's what I can make. So this one I probably will send in simply because I know that it's going to be a good seller, and it could be that they've sold some of these kinds of shoes, but they have not sold that size. So I'm going to take this one and start making a stack of things I'm going to sell on Amazon. So let's kind of go to the next one. I'm going to kind of slowly go through each and every one. Now, I could back out of this, go to the main screen I was on before, or just simply hit this scan button down here, and it brings me back to another scannable page. So I'm going to scan this one. Okay, this one is on here, and as you notice, that's an awesome sales rank. I love anything below 100,000, especially in a clothing category. So I'm going to click on this. Now, 2 things to be aware of. Right here, it would say restricted if I was not allowed to sell it, or it would say something like, there'll be a little box over here that says hazmat or unfulfillable, which means they don't want it. Now, I'm going to go back. It says $0. And there's going to be many reasons why it says $0, but the main one is they've sold before because it has a sales rank, which means it's going to sell very fast, but there's none there right now. There may be this style of boot, but if you notice, it says snow boots size 7, which means there's probably boots exactly like this, but not this size. I will be the only one who has this size. So I'm going to kind of go down there. I will go to my regular Amazon app, see if I can find this boot, and then I'll price it accordingly. If the rest of them are selling for around 30 bucks, I'll price my size 7 for maybe a smidge more than 30 bucks because I'll be the only one who has one there. So this one for sure. We're gonna send this one into Amazon. Let's scan another and see what we can find. All right, so I'm gonna click my scan button, go back to that. We'll scan this one. Okay, this one is on there as well. I'm having really good luck right now. Usually this doesn't happen. So this one, sales rank 177, that's really awesome. They're selling, buy box price is $53.18. We're gonna click it, $52.18. Let's find out how much my fees are. See, I couldn't show you the fee structure for the last one because there weren't any for sale. So this is if I seller fulfill it, which I'm not going to do. I like Amazon Fulfill, $38.88. The reason I like Amazon Fulfill is because I can sell them faster, and they're going to be going to Prime customers, which means I'm not going to really pay storage fees.
Seller Fulfill, you have to pay for shipping.
Yeah,
too.
This one, if you notice, there's the price, there's the shipping. So the seller has to pay for shipping. There's a lot of people that shop on Amazon simply because they do not have to pay shipping. So Amazon fulfill is the way I like to go. Plus then it takes less time for me to do. I don't have to ship each individual item. So I'm going to make $38.88. I can also, okay, I spent about $5 per item. I can add my cost of purchase in there. So now it readjusts to $33.88. So I know for sure that's exactly what I'm going to make because I put my cost of purchase in there. So awesome. We're going to add that to the pile. All right, let's scan another one. Okay, now this one, let's try this Harrison Miles. We'll back to my scanning spot. Harrison Miles, let's see. All right, so I scanned this barcode. And this is what I got. Don't see your product, create a new listing. You can create a new listing. It's a little bit of a headache. Since I don't see this product on here, this one is going to go in my Poshmark pile probably. I'm going to put it aside. I don't want to take the time to look it up. I want to go fast and try to get this stuff out. So there is no listing. Now I could, you know, back out of this and then decide to write Harrison Miles and type all of that in. But I have to have exactly what it's called, camel, size 10, the style, and then hope that I can still maybe find it by the title. The likelihood of that is very low. So I'm going to basically set this one over here, and it's going to be one I actually have to personally take a picture of. So that's kind of how I process these. Let's go ahead and check this Gino Vitale. Okay, so right now, there's an issue with this Gino Vitale. This is a barcode put on there by bulk. It has nothing to do with actual manufacturer. This has the name of it and stuff, but there's absolutely no barcode anywhere.
Check the bottom.
Okay.
Nope.
Yeah, no barcode. So this one, I'm just going to automatically add to my take a picture pile. I'm not going to waste my time on that when you're dealing with this many items. It takes too long. Let's get the stuff to the Amazon warehouse. There's a week turnaround time by the time I ship all this stuff in. It's going to take a week before it's even live. So I want to make money fast. I may occasionally take some time after the fact to put these things in, and maybe I'll find a few more nuggets that I can send in my next Amazon order, but I want to go speedy. So let's try this one. Woohoo, this one's amazing. So this one's a JBU by Jambu Women's Oxford Flat 7.5. Now this is what I want to make sure that I talk to you guys about too. This box says 7.5. That's what the barcode is attached to. I'm going to open up this box and make sure that both pairs of shoes are actually a 7.5. Yep, it says right there 7.5. And this one says 7.5. So they are the proper size shoes. Just make sure, because sometimes when people return stuff to the store, it's not the size that's actually on the box. So let's zoom back in, because this is a really good one. It has a 20,000 sales rank. And so that's going to be huge. We're going to click this, not restricted, because it would pop up right over the picture. 20,000 in shoes, which is an amazing one. $45.99 is the current buy box price. Now, this is a couple of things I want to show you on this one. See how it says Amazon is at $45.99? That means Amazon.com is selling this, which is going to make it very difficult for me to get the buy box unless I undercut Amazon by $5 or $10. So I'm going to have to list mine for about $37 maybe in order to get the buy box. Okay, it says one FBAer at $45.99. So I don't have a lot of competition, and so those are some things that you can be interested in. If you're interested if someone's selling it new, used, this is the new category. If you click here, seller fulfilled, obviously it's that amount, but it's not available for Prime customers. Amazon fulfilled, I'll make $34. We'll put my $5 in that I spent. So I'm going to make basically $29, so that's a good deal. But remember, if I want to sell it for less and get that buy box because of Amazon, I'm going to change this to $45.99. Let's do $37.99. Oops, not $137. That's what I get for having fat fingers. $37.99. Why does it keep doing that? Okay, $37.99. Okay, sorry about that. And it'll readjust. It'll readjust everything. So $22 if I sell it at $37.99. So I'm still making a good profit. If I back out of there, we're going to look at a couple more things. Amazon is selling it, one FBA offer. Let's click that, and it's going to show me all of the sellers. Okay, Amazon.com is the #1 seller. There's another person called Zappos Retail. That is a person like us. Okay, it's a third-party seller. There's another one even on there, shoestore.com, they're trying to sell it for $79. But if you look, this one says Prime, this one says Prime, this one does not. They're selling it merchant fulfill from their own space, and they have to ship it when it sells. So just be aware of that. So that's how you can kind of find out how many different sellers and are they Prime or merchant fulfill and things like that. So this is going to go in the pile. And so far so good. Let's find these. Let's see if we can do these snow techs. We'll scan this one as well. So obviously I go faster. Okay, my snow techs didn't pop up at all. And so this one's going to go to my Poshmark one. I will check. It's a size 9. So let's check. Make sure it is actually size 9. Says it right there on the bottom. 9 there. This one comes with earmuffs. I think I sold a pair of snow techs that I found on Amazon. I typed in the title on regular Amazon, was able to find it, and then you can get the ASIN from that. And so I found the last one that came with a set of earmuffs, size 9. Okay. I was able to type in the title and find it, because sometimes the barcodes are just, they're old barcodes or they're store-specific barcodes. But I'm going to set it over here for now, and I will do more research on those later, but I want to get the quick ones out. So let's try these Henry Ferrera ones. There's a barcode there. It doesn't look like a normal barcode, but we'll check it out. This one, oh, it does pop up. So this one is another one that is a no sales rank one. Obviously no number there. So we've got $49.99. FBA offers none, which means there are no other sellers there. One from $49.99 means they're merchant fulfilling it from their own space. So if I send mine in, I'm automatically going to get the buy box because I'm at the warehouse, okay? It has no fees to show me because nobody's ever sent these into the warehouse. So that's kind of a little bit of a gamble, but I usually can guesstimate 30% on fees. So if it's $50, 30% of $50 is going to be about what I pay for fees. But I can kind of go here and go, all right, if I was seller fulfilled, $42, you know, so I can kind of guesstimate, okay, I'll probably end up being about $35 to $30 in here for profit margin. So those are on there. There is no sales rank, but I think it's because they're fairly new, or maybe just this size has never sold. So I'm going to set them over here because if they're on Amazon, I want to sell them. But I'll keep an eye on those and make sure if they've been sitting there too long that they get shipped back to me and I can Poshmark them. So I don't want to be spending a ton of money on fees, especially with these. These are rather large boxes, so I might be spending more money on fees. So let's check this one, see if it's on there too. Same thing. Oh, but see, look. This is the exact same boot as the one I just scanned, just a different size, and it has a 295,000 sales rank, which means it does have a sales rank, which means that other size is probably going to sell. And so, as you see, there's none on there though, okay? But when you go back, it has a 0. So mine will be the only one there. So I'll automatically get the buy box. It has a great sales rank, and I'll be able to sell it quickly. And so that other one was priced at about $45, so I'll probably price this one the same. So that's an awesome one. Alrighty, let's go with, we'll probably just do a couple more. Does that sound good? A couple more? And kind of give you an idea. Here's another one. Okay, JBU duck boots. That's what they look like. Okay, they're 8.5, so I'm going to check and make sure. Are they 8.5? And then I'll show you what it scanned, because it did scan. Yep, 8.5. Very good. And I'll check the other one too before I send it in. Don't worry. So here's what I got here. So the listing is there. Sales rank is fantastic. Love that sales rank, especially in shoes. So they're selling for $34.96. It already shows the fees there. And I always just click through everything. This is a biggie. There's none on Amazon, none that Amazon.com is selling. There's no other FBAers. So as soon as I send mine in, automatically I get the buy box. This one says $34.96. I could price mine, and what I will probably do is price mine for $39.99, because the average price, let's click through this. If you're seller fulfilled, you're paying $5.99 for shipping. So when I go to Amazon fulfilled, they're not paying $5.99 if they're Prime customers. So I can upcharge, $5.99 is $6. I can upcharge it by $6 and still be less than the price. Okay, so like let's add 5 to it. So instead of selling it for $34.96, let's sell it for $39.96. I'm still going to be less than what that merchant fulfill seller is, because they don't have to pay fee, they don't have to pay shipping if they're ordering it from the warehouse, if they're a Prime customer, which is most people on Amazon these days anyway. So then instead of making $24.25, which is what it says, I can make $29. And so I usually will upcharge it by $1 or $2 if I'm the only warehouse seller, because they're not paying shipping if they're a Prime customer from the warehouse. So that's an option too. You can sell it for a little bit more money if you send it to the warehouse. So sometimes people don't like to send it to the warehouse because it's got too high of fees, but I do, simply because I don't have to do all that extra shipping work. Let's try these Bonanza ones. Oh, okay, so that one popped up as not there. And so that's going to immediately go to my Poshmark pile to have a photo taken of. All right, one more. We'll do this sociology one, and then I'm going to explain a little bit what I think about this. Okay, this one, all right, I scanned it. It didn't pop up. They can't find the product. But if you guys look at this, would this be something I would send to Amazon? Absolutely not. So there's various different things that you can do. This box is terrible. It's in horrible condition. The boots are great. There's absolutely nothing wrong with the boots, but the box is terrible. And so there have been times where I've reboxed it for the customer. And generally, if it's got a messed up box, people that buy from Amazon want something that looks like this. They want something in a pristine, brand new box. And so I'm not gonna send this to Amazon. It's too messed up, it's too boogered up. And this is not, if you're buying a gift for someone, do you want them to get this? So I would recommend this will be an eBay or Poshmark sale all day long instead of on Amazon, even if it did pop up. Okay, so that gives you kind of an idea on how I process some things. I want to make sure that you guys had an idea of how I use the app. How do I process a pallet? So obviously right now I've got, boom, these things are going to Amazon, those are going to Poshmark, and my pile is much smaller. Obviously I took longer because I was explaining a lot more to you. Most of the time I just scan away, and this pile will be dispersed into two separate piles within probably about 20 minutes. And so hopefully this has been helpful on how I process a pallet, why I put things to Amazon, why I put things to eBay, and why I put things on Poshmark, and how I can quickly go through that so that I'm continuing to make money. Because as soon as I get the Amazon items shipped off, then I can start working on all the eBay items and things like that. And they're headed that way and already starting to make me money. So that's kind of why I process the way that I do. And thanks you guys for all your help. I just cleared 26,000 subscribers. Also, a lot of you have been asking me personally, can we help some way? Can I donate to you somehow because of the free content? If you look right on my page, if you're on the desktop computer, just above my subscribe, I've got a Patreon donate channel where I offer exclusive content to you guys that starts as little as $5 a month, goes up even more from there if you want to get more exclusive content or even one-on-one conversations with me. So just check out that Patreon donate. It's also down in the description of this video. And it'll be under the About section. If you're on your phone, click the Hooked on Pickin, go to the About section. It's also listed there. So if you'd like to donate to me and get some exclusive content, check that out. But hopefully this has been helpful on how to process a pallet. And remember, in the end, Jesus wins. This is Heather from hookedonpickin.com. If you'd like to purchase my reseller guide, which is fully laminated 3 cards with checklists for Goodwill, eBay, and Amazon, please click the link below and you can purchase it now. The Goodwill card has over 80 different tips to show you how to walk through the store and what things I look for when walking through a thrift store to buy and resell items on Amazon, eBay, and other platforms. The Amazon reseller checklist has over 6 major steps and a lot of sub-steps to look at in order to find out, is my item going to be perfect for selling and reselling on Amazon? The eBay card also has 6 major steps to walk through to make sure you're choosing the right item that will be perfect for reselling and making money on eBay. Each card is fully laminated so that it cannot be destroyed easily, and it's perfect for taking with you while you're going on your picking and finding treasure hunting for reselling. I hope this is helpful, and I hope these cards help you to focus your energy to pick the right items to resell online to grow your reseller business. Hey, thanks for watching. I hope you learned something. If you'd like to watch more of my videos, just click on them here. And if you'd like to learn more about the reseller world, subscribe to my channel and check out my other videos. Thanks.